Here in this vlog, I'd like to talk about attention from the perspective that when and as I go into a particular specific reaction within myself, and when and as that reaction lingers, such as the point of missing someone, or a point wherein I create redundant thoughts about something or someone within my mind, to the point that that something or someone infiltrates my mind, and thus I become possessed by those particular specific thoughts within my mind. I see, realize, and understand that within and as being possessed by a particular recurring or redundant thought, or particular redundant or recurring behavior within myself, or an experience within myself, such as the experience of missing something or someone within my life, that this is in fact the point of needing to get my act together, basically needing to take self-responsibility for what I am accepting and allowing within myself, to the point that it becomes a possession. It is a point wherein I am calling out, or am asking for, not asking, but needing attention, self-attention. What is it within myself that I am not taking self-responsibility for within my life? What is it within myself that I am accepting and allowing that point to take responsibility for me, from the perspective that that point becomes its own entity within myself? And so with that point becoming its own entity, it's going to take self-responsibility from the perspective that that entity, as that particular energy, will move in and as the ways that I have accepted and allowed that point to move within myself, such as the point of sadness, which is a particular outflow consequence of particular thoughts, imaginations, and internal dialogues within my mind that is programmed to act in the ways that sadness would be perceived as. Same with any type of emotion or feeling. As that particular emotional feeling works in a way, or becomes the way that it has been programmed to respond and behave and express as. And so therefore, that is what I mean by that particular dimension within my mind taking taking responsibility, because it is in fact a dimension within my mind that creates, it is the mechanisms within my mind that creates the outflow consequence of sadness or anger, etc. There has to be some particular mechanics that is responsible for creating the outflow consequences of particular or the particular emotions and feelings and reactions that I experience. And so with that, I accept and allow my mind to take responsibility from the perspective of the mind creating the dimensions of sadness, the dimensions of anger, in order for the mind to fulfill itself within that, which means that because of the existence of the mind doing it, I am not taking self-responsibility within myself to stabilize myself. And so with me not stabilizing myself here, I allow my mind to operate within how it knows to operate within and as creating the outflow consequences of what it is that I react and respond to within my world and reality. So really, any time that I have a particular experience within myself as a negative or positive experience, it is a point wherein I am basically telling myself, hey, I need to give myself some attention, because of me not giving myself that attention in that particular area, my mind is going to operate within and as how it knows to operate within what it is that I am allowing as a reaction or a response. And so therefore it becomes how I operate within being and becoming possessed by the mind. So I can use a good example. If you have played Candy Crush Saga, which is a game that has been popularized, you have certain pieces of candy within the game, and you have to match the colors of the candy. You have to at least match 3 of the same types of candies. And so therefore, when and as you get to a particular point within the game, they introduce these chocolate candies. And every time that you make a move, the chocolate candies grow, and basically they cover the board. That is their responsibility or their mechanism. They are responsible for covering, or for basically their responsibility is to grow. And so the more that they grow, the less opportunity of and as the moves that you have to make in a certain area, because of the infiltration of the particular chocolate candies. So therefore, the responsibility there is, hey, attention, you have all of these chocolate candies infiltrating the board. So therefore, it is within that moment, it is time for me to take attention to recognize, not just recognize them, but to in fact clear them off of the board. And the way to clear them is to basically match 3 particular candies near the chocolate candies, the chocolate candies will burst, and therefore free the underlying candies that were covered by the chocolate. So that is an example of what I am conveying here within this vlog, is basically when and as we are infiltrated by our mind, no matter how subtle, the subtlety of it is missed a lot of times, which is the simplicity of the particular reactions that one participates in, that becomes an experience within one's life. And so the attention is to give attention to ourselves. Why have I accepted and allowed myself to have the mind create these dimensions where I go into particular reactions as experiences? Why have I not taken self-responsibility for myself within these areas, within my mind, within and as my mind, which has become parts of and as my life, that I have defined and solidified into a perceived part of me or an expression of me. And no wonder that within my life, my life is considered, bad or negative, because part of that is because of my acceptance and allowances within my mind that created the outflow consequences of and as experiences. The other parts of my life is because of the collective experiences as what we have all accepted and allowed to become the foundation of and as life and living. But that is another vlog. Thank you.